yeah, I got a new hoodie over the weekend, and these glasses, which you saw in that direct video that I did. So yeah, it's such a big deal that I have to let you know these slow shots that I'm wearing new clothes because you can't just see that for yourselves. It's so important and it's such a valuable use of your time. Okay, let's get into the actual reason I'm doing this. Hey guys, it's Generic Joe, and recently I hit 80 subscribers on my channel. So why exactly am I celebrating 80 subscribers? This is a kind of an odd number to celebrate, don't you think? Wouldn't it make more sense to celebrate like 30 or like 50? Well, the reason I'm celebrating at 80 is because I know exactly why there's just been this huge jump in subscribers lately. And it's because of 2, maybe 3 videos. The first one being Lupin Ranger cross Persona 5. When everyone saw that the Lupin Rangers thing was going to be that they're Phantom Thieves, I just had to make a video to, cross the 2 over because it just made perfect sense, And like I said in that video, in the description, it's like they're both Phantom Thieves. It just makes perfect sense, and everyone else agreed with me. Sadly, that video did get copyright strike by Toei, just like flat out strikes, not even like content ID'd or anything. Toei just manually copyright struck, I guess. They took down the video on their own. It was a manually issued copyright strike, so yeah, that sucks. I'm honestly surprised I didn't have it sooner because I've had 3 videos that are just instrumentals of Kamen Rider songs. Like I've had the instrumental of Surprise Drive, I've had the instrumental of Ghost, and the Kamen Rider double instrumental theme. Those 3 did not get copyright strikes. And again, it's just the songs. It's the instrumentals of the songs. The video that actually got taken down, it was just a mashup video. It was a crossover between the 2, but because it included the Lupin Rangers theme song, it got copyright strike and taken down. The second video that led to the sudden jump, at least I feel like it did, I don't want to keep telling myself that, is the Pato Ranger and Persona 4 video, and I mostly did that video by request. I was thinking about doing Pato Ranger and Persona 4 crossing over in one video, but then I thought, that might not work so well because the Persona 4 cast is, they're called the investigation team, whereas the Pato Rangers are police officers, so I thought maybe it would make more sense to cross over Persona 4 and Kamen Rider Double. And I did think about that, and I did start working on that video, and then people kept saying, yeah, maybe cross Persona 4 and Pato Ranger. I'm like, alright, fine, I'll do that. Who knows, maybe in the future I'll do the Kamen Rider Double and Persona 4 video if you guys want to see that. And at this point, now all that's left to do is just make a video. P4, P5, Lupin, and Pato all in one. It'll be a 4-way crossover. And, well, technically it's a 3-way because Lupin Ranger and Pato Ranger are from the same show, but details. And the third video, kind of, sort of, not really, but still, was the Ruby Red trailer reaction, or it wasn't my reaction to it, because I've seen the thing a few times, I guess. I actually don't know how many times I've seen it, but not very many, I can tell you that much. And that video is just titled Poorly Made Ruby Red Trailer Reaction Video. Funny thing is, I was over at the Nintendo Sharp 8 Gamers place, as was Sir Ed, Jeff, and Mr. 32. We were all there, and I think a little bit before that video was recorded, because they didn't actually know I was recording it. That's the funny thing. I think Jeff might have suspected something when I put my phone down, but he didn't say anything about it, so no one actually noticed. And you might notice in that video I'm not really talking all that much, is because I was very close to the phone or the microphone. That's why the audio quality is kind of weird, because I was right next to my phone. And that's because I knew since I was closer, I would be louder. So I tried to not talk as much. And again, it wasn't my reaction to it. It was the Nintendo Sharp A Gamers reaction. And Jeff kind of. He didn't say a whole lot during the video. So the story behind that is just, I don't remember. I think it's like, I brought Halo over to their place and we recorded a few videos of that, which are going to come out in a few weeks. I don't know. I want it to come out in like a week or something, but videos just keep coming in, you know, constantly, like one after another. And it's like, God, there's just so much content I have to edit. Like the Kirby Star Allies videos for Gamers View. There's some Super Metroid videos I gotta edit now, and just a bunch of other stuff. And that's not even counting the stuff that we recorded at the Gamers View session. There's just a bunch of stuff I have to edit, including those Halos videos. But eventually, at some point or another, someone made a Red vs. Blue reference during the Halo stuff that we were playing, and then we were talking about Red vs. Blue and how much we loved it. And Andrew and Jeff, and by Andrew I mean the Nintendo Sharp A Gamer, that's his actual name. The two of them didn't actually know anything about Red vs. Blue. They knew about Camp Camp, or at least Andrew knew about Camp Camp, but they didn't know anything about Red vs. Blue. We just kind of sat down for a little bit, watched Red vs. Blue, and just got Andrew hooked. It got to a point where he was supposed to be recording, but instead of recording, I walked out into the living room. I went to go pick something up, and I looked at his tablet, and he's like almost done with season 1 of Red vs. Blue, because I think together we watched like the first 6 episodes, and then I saw his tablet and he was on like episode 12 nearing the end of season 1. So I just thought that was pretty funny how it's just like for one sit down of just like us watching Red vs. Blue. It's like the father-son talk. It's like, son, I gotta teach you about them damn dirty blues. And he just started watching the show on his own, so that's pretty funny. However, we didn't have as much success getting him into RWBY. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the anime aesthetic, but I don't know. There was just something didn't click with him. I don't know what the reason was, but we were talking to him about RWBY, and one thing I remember specifically is we were describing like all the crazy weapons in the show, because if you watch the show, you know there's a bunch of crazy weapons and stuff. And we were talking like, oh yeah, so there's a, I think it might have been after the red trailer reaction, and we went a little bit into the white trailer, and then he just, during the white trailer, I was saying like, no, don't do it, and then because he walked off. After that point, we talked about like the weapons in the show. So you got the scythe, which is also a sniper rifle and also just kind of a normal gun. We were just talking like, all right, so there's also the sword, and then the sword transforms into a gun, and then you got another sword that also has like dust, and then eventually I think I was the one to say it. I was the first person to say it. I was like, we were talking, yeah, dust is pretty important in the show, and I'm like, I hate dust, which is a reference to the Amazing Bulk. The funny thing, I mentioned the Amazing Bulk. We were actually going to do a Amazing Bulk movie commentary. They were all doing a commentary video, and they were doing it in the worst way possible, because instead of like having one audio file that we would just sync up with the movie and cut where necessary, there were like 11 audio files. 11. Don't ask me how that happened, why that happened. And the thing is, Josh was supposed to edit that video, and then apparently something happened, something got corrupted, or whatever. So he said, alright, so we're going to have to redo the videos. But the point was to watch it for the first time. The point of that video was to watch The Amazing Bulk for the first time. You can't redo a reaction. You can fake a reaction. You can't redo it, which is what Josh said that they had to do. Josh being 32, that is, for those who don't know. He said, like, yeah, we're going to have to redo the reaction. It's like, you can't just redo the reaction. The whole point of the video was to watch it for the first time. The only way they could do that is, like, if they fake the reaction. And even then, it would be disingenuous, because, like, you're faking your reaction. So anyways, back to, I don't know how I went from talking about RWBY to talking about The Amazing Bulk. I don't know how that happened. So we were describing RWBY to him, and Edwin, Josh, and I, we were all talking to him about the weapons in the show. It's like, all right, so you got the sword that turns into a gun. You got the rapier, which has the dust in it, and that's where I made the I hate dust thing. he Dust reference. And then going from that, I also, he was like, all right, so next thing you're going to tell me, oh, they have a spear that turns into a gun. I'm like, yeah, they do. Fira has the spear that also turns into a gun. And then he's like, all right, so next you're going to tell me that there's a hammer that also turns into a machine gun. And then I'm like, I go up to him, I'm like, no, it's a grenade launcher. And then he's just head in hands, just like, oh my God. He lost his shit after I told him that. But for real though, it's just a hammer that turns into a grenade launcher, and he just lost his mind over that. In a bad way, I mean. I make it sound like he got hyped over this, but he really didn't. It's just like the more and more we told him about the show, the more he was just like, no, I'm good. Just like, That was until we continued to watch the some of the actual show itself. We watched the first 2 episodes. I don't think we got to 3. At least I don't think we did. I think we got to episode 2, like the end of that. And then he was just like, all right, yeah, I give up. So eventually it was just like, all right, so we're not going to get him in through just like watching the show normally. So actually, no, we did watch episode 3. I think we did watch episode 3. So watch the first 3, and then eventually it's just like, all right, yeah, we're not going to get him into the show by watching it through normally like we did with Red vs. Blue. So let's do the alternate method. Alternate method was to show him this fight scene from episode 8, which is amazing. You all know the one that ends with Ruby tearing the head off of the Nevermore. And that got his interest up a little bit more. It helped a little bit. And then the one that finalized it. The food fight from Volume 2. The moment we showed him that, he was sold. So, yeah. I don't know if he's actually been watching the show on his own time. I doubt it, honestly, but if he is, that's really cool. I know he's watching Red vs. Blue. He loved that when he watched it. And he's already seen Camp Camp, so we don't need to sell him on that. He's already sold. And again, the Ruby Red trailer reaction was just like an impromptu thing that I did. I just hit the record button on the voice recorder and then got the footage for the Red trailer later on and spliced that together. I even downloaded a Ruby font specifically for that video, and unfortunately the Ruby font I downloaded was really glitchy. There's like some cases where you type in a letter and it's like really glitched up, but then you type it in the capital version and it'll be just fine, or vice versa. It's really weird. You can even see that in the video too, where it's like there's some glitched up text, and yeah. So if I could find a Ruby font that doesn't glitch up like that, that would be perfect. But those videos I feel like are the reason my sub count jumped up so high. I don't even remember what it was before I started making those videos. I want to say it was like 50 something. I don't remember. It was like 40 or 50 something, and it just kind of skyrocketed, you know, out of nowhere. And now I'm almost at 100, which is crazy. But I just want to thank you guys all for your support. In the Lupin Ranger Persona 5 video, before it got taken down, I actually still can get the comments and load them up. I'll probably try and do that when I edit this. There's a bunch of people that are saying like, yeah, this is really good. And then there's also the suggestions to do the Persona 4 Pato Ranger video, which I did. And I'm glad people suggested that, because I'm really happy with how that Pato Ranger Persona 4 video turned out. I'm really proud of that. Like, that's not even a joke. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So, thank you for suggesting that. And it was a few people, actually. It wasn't just like one person. So, what is to come in the future of the channel? Exactly. Well, I can tell you one thing. Uploads may be a little shaky for a while now, because I'm editing stuff for Gamers View. I mentioned Gamers View earlier. So, links will be in the description below if you want to check that out. Sometime between now and the summer, we'll try and bring back Smash Brothers Club, because it's the 1-year anniversary of uploads on that channel. So maybe we can start doing streams again for Smash Club and stuff like that. I really want to do another tournament like the Project M one we did back in May of last year. That one was insane. So I kind of want to do that again, if at all possible. But maybe not have everyone scream every 5 minutes so we can, like, stop having headaches. I swear to God, every time I walked in that room, I got a headache. There's also the fact that I have school going on right now. We're in, like, our testing phase, just like our finals and stuff. Okay, well, not finals necessarily, but just like we're doing testing for a little bit now, so that can make things a little on edge for some people. It's basically what I'm saying. It's gonna be a little weird for this channel specifically. I'll still try and get an upload in every now and then, but I do have some stuff for sure planned in. I'd say probably June. You're gonna see like a constant stream of quality content, or at least content. Quality may be a little iffy, but you know, I'm gonna try my best. I'm not gonna say what I'm doing over the summer. There's this summer project I have. It's gonna take me like half a year to do, not just the summer. And no, it's not Ninja Steel Abridged. I already revealed that. That's not the big summer project. I got something else in mind, but I will be working on Ninja Steel Abridged over the summer. And probably after that as well. We actually have to wait until the end of this year to finish that up, because, you know, we have to wait for the rest of Ninja Steel to air. And right now there are no new episodes. We have to wait till like August or September in order to get new episodes. So this has to take a few months to do. So that's gonna be real unfortunate. But hey, you know, hopefully if everything goes well, we get some talented voice actors involved in the project. We can get some of them to help with like scripts and stuff, and we can make a really good abridged series. The future of this channel is looking pretty bright, so hopefully we can continue to make some more awesome stuff, and I hope you guys end up enjoying it. And again, I can't thank you all enough for the support that you've given me for like, it's been 2 years almost since I started this channel. And even if you haven't been here since the beginning, which I know that's a lot of you joined in past couple months when I did the Looping Ranger, Pato Ranger, Persona stuff. But yeah, again, thank you for your support, especially considering my friends in real life. I want to emphasize that real quick. My real life friends, who I know personally and spend time together with them, they all just shit on my videos. Yeah, think about that for a moment. Random people on the internet, the place famously renowned for negative comments and trolls and whatnot, those guys are nicer to me than people I actually know in real life. I was even talking to one of my friends about videos I'm doing in the future, and he said to me, verbatim, nobody's gonna watch that shit. So, big middle finger to all the people on the screen right now. So yeah, at least there are some people that actually will appreciate their friends' work. Oh, okay, well maybe not their friends' work, but it's just like people, random strangers that just leave comments on my videos are actually more supportive of my content than the actual people I talk to every day. Friendship sucks, guys. If you haven't tried it yet, don't bother. It's not going to get you anywhere. Trust me, I know from experience. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for this video. So I can see I've already been going for like 25 minutes now, so this video is probably going to be like not even 15 minutes long in the final version. But I appreciate all your support, and I will see you guys next time. Legitimately this time for whenever here on my channel, because I'm not sure what my next video is going to be after this, but let's hope it's a good one. See you.